also, like when you're talking about quoting some scripture at the devil when he lies to you. So I heard recently from, I don't know who this guy was, but he does, he preaches and teaches and stuff like that. And he talks about when Jesus was tempted, Jesus quoted scripture in response.
Yeah.
He didn't sing a worship song.
Nope.
He didn't, he quoted scripture. And when Satan tempted Jesus, Satan quoted Psalms, which is songs. And so, but Jesus came back with the word and the law and everything. And so, like, it was just interesting to me that, like, I think sometimes we easily fall into, like, if we're feeling tempted, we're like, oh, we're just going to worship because it just sets our eyes on Jesus instead of.
And worship is great. So
worship
don't hear
is
what she's not
yeah,
saying.
Yeah, no, don't hear what I'm not saying for sure. Worship is definitely a weapon. We definitely can worship through hard times and hard circumstances and fighting battles with our worship. Absolutely. But I think when we're standing up against temptation,
yes,
the scripture is what fights that.
100%.
Jesus modeled that for us, scripture. And so if we're not in the word, if we are illiterate when it comes to the Bible, we're not going to be able to stand up against the devil's temptations.
If all your theology comes from Bethel elevation or Jesus image worship, then, like, yes, there's some good theology behind a lot of those songs, but you're using somebody else's word or imagery about the scripture instead of what the actual scripture says. So all you're doing is taking something that's like just slightly watered down to sound good with these chords and these lyrics, and then it gets maybe somebody references another song, so it gets slightly watered down more. And any watering down of the word is not going to help you fight a battle, because any watering down of the word causes you to take things out of context. It causes you to not fully understand what the Lord was saying. It causes you to not know what historically was happening and during that scripture, to understand why that scripture is important. And so nothing can compete with knowing the word and being able to call upon it once something arises.